A week ago today, struggle icon Winnie Madikizela-Mandela died. Since then, there has been an outpouring of love and support from across the country and across the world. eNCA's Duduzile Ramela is at Madikizela-Mandela's home in Soweto, where she's about to tell you that mourners have been flocking there since news of her death broken. So many delegations have been arriving, ordinary South Africans simply wanting to pay tribute. And now you're going to tell us that Africa has also come out in support and in tribute today.
Indeed, Jeremy, as you rightfully mentioned, a week ago this day, we heard the tragic news of Mama Winnie Madikizela-Mandela's passing, and an outpouring of support and condolences coming through from all over the continent. We heard from Ghana's president, Mr. Nana Akufo-Addo, talking about what Mama Winnie meant to the continent. We also heard from Kenya's Uhuru Kenyatta, also expressing his condolences and paying tribute to Mama Winnie, describing her really as a stalwart and the mother of Africa. Jeremy, I'm sure you see that there's something quite pesky on my face that refuses to let me go, but it is the nature of the job that we do. Let me just, if you will allow me, speak now to the former president of Malawi. I am joined by Mama Joyce Banda and the former chairperson of SADC. I'm also joined by Ambassador Dr. Erica Bennett, and she's the head of the mission at the African Union. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. Mama Joyce, let me start with you and just get perhaps your initial reaction when you heard news of Mama Winnie Madikizela-Mandela's passing.
First, when I heard about the death of Mama Winnie, I cried. But I very quickly came around and decided, no, I'm not going to cry. I'm going to celebrate the life of an icon. I'm going to celebrate the life of this distinguished daughter of Africa. And I'm going to celebrate Africa's precious gift. So I am looking at a life well spent. This is a very good week because I've seen how South Africa can get united around their own, around an icon. I am impressed, and I'm very grateful to President Ramaphosa. I'm grateful to EFF. I'm grateful to DA. I'm grateful to UDM. I'm grateful to Parliament. Everybody just rose and said, we shall give our icon the send-off that she deserves. What do I know about Mama Winnie Mandela? What I know is that she was born a leader. We want to say she was married to a leader, then she became a leader. No. Leaders are born. Science is telling us that the people are born with 30% leadership traits, and that the rest you have to build on. Mama Winnie Mandela, she was born a leader, but along the way was married to an icon, a fellow leader, learned from him, yes, but also went and trained, went to college, and was ready to fight. The perfect type of profession. She was a social worker. So for her, from day one, she saw the injustice around her. And from day one, she decided that she was going to fight for those that can't speak for themselves. I have always said that leadership is a love affair. You must fall in love with the people, and the people must fall in love with you. That is why we are in Soweto today. She had all the means to be in Midrand now, or 4 ways, or Denford. She stayed with the people because she fell in love with the people, and the people fell in love with her.
Mama Erica, I'll come to you just now. Jeremy, just for the benefit of our viewers, behind me we do have the Soweto Giants, or champions if you'd like to call them, Kaizer Chiefs, depending on who you are. They're also here to pay their respects to Mama Winnie Madikizela-Mandela, led by one of the Kaizer Chiefs brothers. We'll go back. It's not just Kaizer Chiefs, I beg your pardon. We've also got Orlando Pirates out here. So 2 of the biggest teams of Soweto coming out to Mama Winnie Madikizela's home to pay homage. There you see Kaizer Chiefs coach Mr. Steve Kombela, who is surrounded by his team players. They're still taking pictures and getting spectator value. We'll go back to that just now, Jeremy, as soon as they start. I just want to reintroduce Dr. Erica Bennett. She is the head of mission at the African Union. Mama Bennett, I just want to talk about the fact that the African Union has also come out to express their condolences on the passing of Mama Winnie Madikizela-Mandela. What does she mean to you as a woman of this continent?
Well, she is an icon, a woman that we will all love and miss very much so. All of us have our Winnie Mandela stories, Mama Winnie stories. Mine is we were in the hospital together, and her diaspora daughter, Dr. Tony Luck, was going from one room to her room to my room. And she told me at that time the love that she has for all women. You know, when the president speaks, there's nothing else to say. So President Banda has spoken, and she has really, really talked about how we feel. So on behalf of the diasporians all over the world, we're all celebrating Mama Winnie's life.
Mama Banda, before we let you go, if you could perhaps please just tell us what women from the continent can take away from the life of Mama Winnie Madikizela-Mandela. What are some of the greatest lessons that we can learn and carry forward?
Courage, selflessness, determination, love for her people. That's what I've learned from her, and she has inspired me. But maybe to speak to my fellow African women, what some of us who have arrived in South Africa have learned, we shock from those that were there, starting with the former commissioner of police of 1995-96, and another white gentleman today on eNCA News, is that some of the issues that they said about Mama Winnie and demonized her were fake. They were made up. It was a way of bringing her down, demonizing her, because they felt she would be most difficult during the negotiations. I just couldn't believe I was hearing that today. So my message to African women is that we African women who are proud of this icon, this precious gift of Africa, have a duty to make sure that the world knows the truth. The truth is not coming from us. It's coming from government or agents of those days. So therefore, we have no reason to doubt. We will walk tall as those that knew Mama Winnie Mandela, and we shall speak for her. Because what we don't want is to hear anybody scandalize her name now when she cannot speak for herself.
Indeed. Mama Erica, just a final one. How will the African Union, I beg your pardon, how will the African Union be honoring the late Mama Winnie Madikizela-Mandela?
Well, I can't speak for the African Union, but I know that they will certainly do something to honor her, because she deserves honor all over the world.
She deserves honor all over the world. It's been such a great pleasure chatting to you, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for joining us. Jeremy, that was the former president of Malawi, Dr. Joyce Banda. She was joined there by the head of mission at the African Union Diaspora African Forum. That's Ambassador Dr. Erica Burnett. It's over to you, Jeremy.
All right, Dudu, thank you very much indeed. Keep an eye on those mosquitoes for me as well, all right? We'll chat to you a little bit later on.